blood pellet. Dead end. So perhaps it is, after all, in my best interests to... slaughter them. I apologize. I thought you were friendly. You deceived me. That's too far. No, it hit. Oh, very good. Oh, that visceral is hitting for a lot. This guy's kind of floating. Oh no, he's on the edge of the stairway. There he goes. Alright, so now I can probably do... Oh, no. There's still an extra one here. Ooh, magic number. Yeah, we got a big guy here. Oh, crap. That's... looks like a... what is that status? Looks like a bleed, actually, but it's not a bleed. Is it a bleed? I don't know. Alright. Madman's knowledge. Anything hiding back here? Nope. Good to go. Ow. I do like being able to swing 4 times in succession now as opposed to the 3 that I was... Matei! Not very nice. These dinky little crossbows you got. At least it's not bullets. Alright, I need to kind of watch myself there. Oh, that's a chain. That's what I was afraid of. But thankfully, I didn't die from it, so it's fine. There we are. All cleaned up. Okay, can I squeeze in here? I can. Is there anything of value in here? Yes. A lead elixir. Okay, nothing else. Another elevator. Let's see. Oh, look. The floor cover. Oh, no, wait. They've got the heads of dogs. That's, not a good sign. Okay, that... poor sucker just ate it. Ooh. Okay. I was gonna fall off the edge there. Do I just have to run off the edge for that item? I remember getting it once. Yeah, okay, it's just a run, not a jump. Tempering damp blood gem. Oh, and the second one just fell from the sky. That's okay. You would think that the fusion of these carrion crows and dogs would be more problematic. But mercifully, they're actually a lot worse than either of the two. This, however, may be a problem. Because it's got the body of the dog and the head of the crow. Meaning it's got the movement of the dog. Okay. So... another elevator shortcut here. And I have a good feeling of what's coming up, so I'm actually going to take a pause here in the Nightmare of Mensis. For there is, like I said, there are 2 other areas that remain to be explored. I am not as familiar with the triggers for certain things in this game as I am with Souls. So I'm actually going to go back to the Witch's Abode. And I will explain why. As soon as I can, you know, load into my inventory and stuff like that. Actually, hold on. There's another thing that I forgot, but let me take care of this first. So, I have this Cainhurst Summons that I picked up back in the clinic. An old bloodstained summons inviting an honored guest to the Forsaken Castle Cainhurst. Rather bafflingly, it is addressed to you. Do not hesitate. The stagecoach leaves from Hemwick Crossing. So this is back in Hemwick Charnel Lane. I said that right? I'm gonna say yes. And once you get that item, you will, first of all, get mauled by these kind women. You're gonna take your merry old self over here and get absolutely clowned on by this big guy. So this is Hemwick Crossing, and I want to get rid of this guy first. Striking blood gemstone, that's not what I expected to drop. Okay, I believe it is this marker here. Yep. You approach this structure, this object, with the summons in your possession. Now, doesn't that look just positively inviting? Oh, in we go. Gotta close the door real slowly for dramatic effect, you know. Those horses have seen better days. Now, it's curious because the end of that road leads to literally nowhere. So how the heck does this work? Magic. Magic, that's how. Insight gained. This is the Forsaken Cainhurst Castle. It has absolutely seen better days. Alright, so right off the bat, we're presented with this very wide open space. Got some numbing mist here. And we got some dudes here. Did I run past the lantern? I feel like I might have run past the lantern. Oh, they hurt. Stop that. I said, knock it off. Please let me out of the corner. Thank you. Yeah, I ran past the lantern. It's right there. Better to get that now before this dude absolutely takes me to school. Alright. They're not very sturdy, but I do run the risk of, as you can see, you know, getting backed up into a corner and then having him just wail on me while I panic hit R1 and hope to stagger them out of their attack animation, which does not tend to happen. Damn you, tree. Or what remains... It's not even a tree, it's like a little... sapling. It just deflected my entire attack. So we got some guys over here. They're feasting on some corpses, it looks like. Sorry to interrupt your meal. But I need you to die. We got some cold blood, we got some numbing mist, and this guy is gonna be too engorged to actually pose a threat. Very nice. Very good. Alright. A bit of a rough entry, but we're making do. We're making do. There's an item over here. Some more numbing mist. And I'm gonna go ahead and waltz right into the castle. Where this decrepit person is working very hard at cleaning the floors. And there's a lot of crying going on. What a cheery place. I feel like I've said that for every area in the game, but, you know. It seems I've disturbed the sanctity of this castle. And now there are ghosts with daggers trying to kill me. That's fine. Oh, I hit the servant. Oh well. Luckily, I have a holy weapon, so I can smite down these apparitions with great prejudice. I think that's how that works, right? I have no idea. I just said that. Because it came to mind. It made sense in my head, and then when I said it out loud, it kind of just floundered. Oh, look, more of these. Okay, so it's an L2 and an R1. I also hate being stabbed. More bloodstone chunks for the taking. Love you, horizontal arc. Okay, so that is a dead end. That leads nowhere, so progress is going to be on this side. Past more of these apparitions. That are still looking to stab me. Sorry, you gotta go too. I don't know what you're capable of. Got some bullets. Hey! This lady in front of a treasure chest. Sorry, I want that. You're gonna have to move. The noble dress. Which is actually what Ariana has been wearing. And it's appeared on the loading screen a couple times, but I didn't really address it. Let's take a look at that real quick. Finely tailored Bordeaux dress, worn by the nobles of the old bloodline that traces back to the Forsaken Castle Cainhurst. So it's a noble, piece of attire. Why is a Lady of the Night wearing it? Who knows? I think the implication is that she's actually descended from some sort of lineage. But again, my lore foo for Bloodborne is not that practiced. Alright, so now we're outside again. It's snowy, it sucks, it's cold. There's an item up here. It's a bloodstone chunk. Joy, oh joy. We got some cool statues, too. Lots of cool statues. Like, oh yeah, you're a gargoyle. Right. I saw it too. I was like, wait a minute, is that an enemy? There's another one here. I believe they have a ground attack that can be problematic, but you tend to just knock them on their back and they can't really do anything. At least with this kind of weapon. Heavy weapons, they do that. One of those hunched over folks with a rapier, it looks like. I will not give you the chance to act. Chance to act. I will not give thee the chance to act. On God. I have no idea what's going on in my brain sometimes. It's just word salad. Word salad happens. It's fine, though. I get my point across. I really need to stop being so, like, defensive about just mucking up words. I will laugh at myself, though, because that just sounds like I'm uneducated at times. No, you don't. Executioner gear. Attire worn by the band of executioners commanded by the martyr Logarius. Later became the basis for all church attire, with its heavy draping of holy shawl. As the great Logarius once said, acts of goodness are not always wise, and acts of evil are not always foolish. But regardless, we shall always strive to be good. And there's actually no... Oops. Yeah, alright, they're all the same. Oh, actually... the brass rivets are unique to the executioners and reflect their adoration of hand-to-hand combat. Executioners like getting up close and personal with their mark. The trousers don't have anything unique to add. There is no headpiece for this set, apparently. And there is an elevator here. Which means, you know, shortcut. Yep, leads right back out into the courtyard. And right by that lantern. So, that spares a huge amount of running. Alright, so let's continue on here. There's a treasure chest that I need to open, of course. I ran by it, like, twice now. Vile Blood Register. I believe that's an online item. Like the notebook. Whoops, that's not an attack button. Hey, did you see my cool sword? She was so impressed that she just faded into dust. Okay, there's a lot of these ladies in here, so I'm gonna be careful not to get swarmed. But I will try and take them out with the utmost haste. There's... yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That guy back there with the candelabra? That's what I was concerned about. No. Please stop screeching. There's nothing to screech about. Oh god. How many near misses have I had like that? Okay, you're done. And then I'm just gonna get rid of this enemy for good measure. Oh, follow-up didn't come out. That's because I was moving and it interrupted the input. There we are. The Evelyn. That's a gun. It's a nice gun. Special pistol used by Cainhurst Knights. The Evelyn uses quicksilver bullets, just as any workshop firearm, but the Cainhurst variant relies more on blood tinge. Lovingly named after a woman and graced with an intricate design, Evelyns were adored by Cainhurst Knights. It's a fancier pistol. It requires 18 blood tinge, which I do not have. But it looks real nice. It functions the same. It's a bigger pistol. Someone's throwing knives at me. Oh. Hopefully. Oh, really? More shooty bang bang. There I go again, word salading. Guy's throwing knives at me. Ever heard the phrase, like, shooting daggers at someone? Well, these guys took it very literally. Bullet. Ah, on guard. Smash. And it sounds like there is a disturbed lady somewhere nearby, so I need to be careful. Blood vial. There's another duelist, aspiring duelist here. Good trade. Oh, I didn't get the rally off him. That's okay. We'll just continue to sweep this upper area. Oh. Yep. Thank you for your blood vial. Another bloodstone chunk, and a whole bunch of nothing. And this is a dead end. So can't squeeze through there, I'm too wide. Too thick, some might say. All the blood. Was working really hard to polish that, step ladder staircase. It's like half a staircase, half a step ladder. Oh well. Alright. So now we head out here. And there's an item right there. More bullet. Getting a little stingy with the goodies. I mean the real goodies. Because by any metric, this game isn't being stingy at all. It just, you know. What the hell? He swung in the complete opposite direction, which I am completely fine with, but was a questionable choice of artificial intelligence. A questionable choice by the artificial intelligence, sorry. AI is working fine. Oh, I can visceral attack a ghost. That's cool. That lady is holding her head and can bind me. I would... There we go. Thankfully, she's a lot more fragile, apparently. Do have to be wary of those enemy types. Do not like being bound. Mash R1 and all the buttons. Mash. Stop it. That's just me mashing there. Don't mind me. Okay, could have gone worse. What do we have in here? Executioner's gloves, which are not an equipable item. One of the secret treasures hidden in Cainhurst, the gloves of an executioner from a faraway land. Passed from executioner father to executioner son, these gloves can be used to summon wrathful spirits of the past by smearing them with blood. It is said that the nobles found immeasurable delight in the dances of these vengeful specters. Requires 20 arcane. I guess it's a family business, that executing, huh? Damn you, table. My biggest enemy in this game just seems to be level geometry. Oh look, knight's armor. Or knight's garb. It's not even armor. Attire of the Knights of Cainhurst, a regal piece graced by intricate goldwork. The Cainhurst way is a mix of nostalgia and bombast. They take great pride even in the blood-stained corpses of beasts that they leave behind, confident that they will stand as examples of decadent art. Make your modern art jokes here. It doesn't make sense to me either. Alright, so there's should be an alternate exit to this area. If I can remember where I am. Not there. This leads back outside. Here we are. I have to do a little bit of scaffolding shuffle here. That's not fair to call that scaffolding. Shortcut unlocked. This is the first big library area that we walked into. I think the elevator's back there as well. So I'm gonna climb up this ladder, see what's what. There should be a couple of items up here that I have yet to get my grubby paws on. Yeah, there's a treasure chest for sure. A warm blood gemstone for infusing into weapons. Sure there's no items hanging out in these little nooks here. Oh, there is this guy. Thank you for your bloodstone chunk. Alright, so that was worth the little lap around the... I guess this is a big library. So now we're gonna go up here, and... oh boy. Oh boy. This guy's red-eyed, but he's still pretty weak. Knight's Wig, which has also appeared in the loading screens a couple times now. No, no. Bad. Some bloodstone shards, more bloodstone shards. And the path forward is actually this way. Just want to make sure there's nothing hiding back here. No, it's all around. So we're gonna drop down here next. And then down onto this walkway. Take a little bit of fall damage, but, you know, it's fine. Got some kin cold blood there. Eat up. Another lengthy ladder, as is tradition. Oh, shiny. Bold Hunter's Mark. Very good. Was that a... that was not. It was a trick of the light. A trick for me, not for anyone else. Oh yeah, I should probably look at that Knight's Wig real quick. Adornment prized by the Knights of Cainhurst resembles a ponytail of silver hair. The Cainhurst way is a mix of nostalgia and bombast, but yeah, it's the same thing. It's like the headpiece to the knight set. You get this weird, like, mask thing on your eyes, and then a bow tying this silver ponytail to your head. It's not exactly the height of fashion. But don't tell the nobles of Cainhurst that. You've been sitting out in the cold for a little while, friend. This is the Martyr Logarius, the same Logarius that has been alluded to in many item descriptions. Gonna avoid that. I need to remember how to fight him real quick. He does... This guy is a Dark Souls boss, like, 100%. Very easy though, as I get immediately blasted by his cool skeleton face there. Ooh, I almost dodged into that. He moves fairly quickly, so actually the R1 form of this weapon, R1, one-handed form, I dodged into that. That was my mistake. The one-handed form of this weapon may be a little more appropriate. Visceral. That was free. That was free. Oh, I need to get out of the corner. Oh yeah, so he's got this attack where he plants a sword in the ground. You have to shatter the sword, because otherwise it'll keep sending homing projectiles after you. Please let me move, dear God. I believe he can be staggered. That was bad. But the damage could have been worse. Lock-on is having a bit of a hard time there. Yep, you can absolutely stagger him. This man is free if you can stagger him. Oh, that hit. Ow. Whoa. And thus ends the tale of the Martyr Logarius. Got a cool crown. That actually was probably the smoothest boss fight I've had. And I'm very happy. So he was sitting over here, and it looks like a dead end. But he also dropped this Crown of Illusions. One of the precious secrets of Cainhurst, the old king's crown is said to reveal illusions and expose a mirage that hides a secret. And so Logarius donned the crown of his own volition, determined to prevent a single soul from stumbling upon the vile secret. What visions did he see, sitting serenely upon his new throne? Well, let's stand where he was and slap that on. This dumb-looking crown on my head now, but that's fine. Only for a minute. Look at that. A whole part of the castle that was just there. It was just hidden by mirage. Alright, back to the hunter hat. Oh, I guess that's not a mask on my face, that's actually just the blood that filtered in through the split between the bandana and the hat.
I claim subjects, but here lieth our throne. Kneel afore us, or get thee gone.
So there's actually an item over here that I'm gonna grab first. It's an unopened summons. An old sealed summons. Like the first of its kind, it is an invitation to Cainhurst, but for whom is not known, as it lacks an address C. There's a lantern here, thankfully.
Visitor. Moon-scented hunter. I am Annalise, Queen of Castle Cainhurst, ruler of the Vile Bloods, and sworn enemy of the Church. Yet our people are murdered, and we are prisoner to this wretched mask. What is it thou art in search of?
You can swear oath to the Vile Bloods here.
Well, well, an odd hunter thou art indeed. We've tired of these piteous nights. Share in our plight, and take oath against the Church. If thou wouldst this path walk, I prithee, partake of my rotted blood. Very well, drink deep of our blood. Feel the spreading corruption burn. Now, thou art too a vile blood. We too. The very last on this earth.
So I believe this...
We await thy return for the honor of Cainhurst.
I think this is the Covenant equivalent of the Dark Wraiths.
Arrant fool, vile blood or no, forget not. We are thy queen. Bend the knee.
Rude. Let me just take a look at that. Where is it? Badge of the Royal Guards of Cainhurst, loyal guardians of the Vile Blood Queen Annalise. The Vile Bloods are hunters of blood and hunt prey as they search for blood dregs. The hunter who joins them is faced with a decision: to merely borrow their strength or to become one of them, heart and soul. Yeah, sounds like a Dark Wraith type covenant, but what do I know? I'm like fairly certain in my assumption, though. Of course, I could be wrong, and people are free to correct me. I'm always willing to learn. More importantly, the corruption rune, continuous heal near death +1. So that might actually come in handy a little bit more than the co-op one that I've been rocking.
Welcome. What is it? Very well.
Okay, so let's bump this up to 25. That's a soft cap. My viscerals should now be pretty good. I'll put a point into Blood Tinge for fun.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
And I'm gonna take just a quick moment here to glance at something because I don't want to miss some of this, that other area that I keep talking about.